Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Purple Elephant Gaming here, and today we're playing some more Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense. So, today we're going to be taking a look at our good friend here, Finn, and more specifically the Night Sword. Because the Night Sword's pretty cool. I did a bit of research and I basically learned everything about it. So, yeah, we're going to be using it, ultra buffing Finn. As you can see, we have a pretty solid build here. So we're working with the Baker Shard, Demon Heart. Just in case you didn't know, Baker Shard 50% attack speed. Demon Heart gives +2 damage. Heart Gauntlets +1 damage, 15% attack speed. Engineer's Blueprint 5 damage to Moabs. Glasses of Noticon equipped character can see Bloons +9 range. So I'm gonna share some information soon. So the camera detection isn't actually all that important, but it is still helpful, and the 9 range is a big deal because 9 range is a lot, and he's a melee character. Tiger Claw gives +2 damage to melee attacks. Call the Gem gives Laser Beam, but it'll also give +3 damage since PB will be nearby when buffing. So let's just get into this. We're going to be doing this on, what is the map? Snow Plains. So, I'm kind of hoping he can beat the bad one, like make it all the way through Impossible. I have no idea if it's going to happen. I would love for it to happen, but I have no idea if it's going to happen. So, here's what I'm going to mention, because some of you may be like, he doesn't have lead pop power. You're going to do that thing where you forget about it and have to fix it again. Well, you're sort of wrong, because I actually did research on what the Night Sword does. And here is the full list of what wait a second. Is this worth it, or is this really dumb? Seeing. Will the water nymphs be worth it? I think so. He'll get some range upgrades such as Limbo Limbs and a couple of other things soon. Yeah, the Night Sword basically, it gives him +2 damage, plus 1 more damage for every 3 start levels, which is helpful. But one of the bigger things is every 10 attacks, it sucks the soul out of a balloon. If it's a lead balloon, gives lead pop power. Camo balloon gives camo protection. So on and so forth. Same thing with purple balloon. Same thing with, obviously it already has purple balloon pop power. Same thing with ghost. It does not work on ice balloons. I don't really know why, but it doesn't. And also the balloons that soul is sucked out move slower and takes double damage. So that's pretty powerful, all things considered. So that's why I said we technically don't need a camo protection trinket, but unlike lead balloons, which are very, very slow, camo balloons are pretty fast, and the odds of him attacking 10 times, attacking while there's a camo balloon, it's a bit of a risk. Technically could have been doable, but also the 9 range is a really big deal. Range is really helpful, straight up. So that's sort of why I wanted to go with that. Also, giving him lead pop power wouldn't have been a dumb idea, because it would have been part of the Vorpal handle, which gives +5 damage to ceramics, basically ceramics instant die. And it also gives +5 damage to fortified balloons, which fortified balloons are quite deadly. If you're wondering, Medallion of Bargains, why aren't you getting this? It sucks. Basically gives +1 damage, and I think it's like 2 pierce. You don't want to get it. Definitely way better options out there. Yeah, so that's sort of it. I think that's everything about the Night Sword. Pretty interesting. It doesn't work on bad balloons. That would have been pretty broken. Basically, it's a combo of what's-his-faces. Both Marcelin and Hanson Abbey are soul suck that makes the balloons move slower. It's a pretty big speed decrease, in case you didn't know. I think it's like a third, but I could be wrong. As well as size marked for death. However, I think obviously it's permanent as opposed to short time, and I'm not sure if size ability works on Moabs, let alone bad, so I have no idea, but at least fairly similar to size ability. That's what I'm gonna say. So this is actually really powerful, and Bound by Ward, in case you didn't know. Increase attack speed after a balloon escapes. Not very useful when you have 0 lives, but with the help of PB, it becomes permanent, which basically, I think it's double attack speed, but honestly, it might be way, way more than double attack speed. So, yeah. Only thing is, if you sell any of these towers, or if you do leak a life, you lose 50 lives, which in this case means if I sell one of these guys after I buy this upgrade, I lose. So, hopefully I won't sell these guys. That won't go very well, but I don't think it will happen. It might, but I don't think it will. So currently, how is your day today? If you break the Royal Promise by losing lives or by selling Finn or PB, you will instantly lose 50 lives. So you sure you want to make the Royal Promise? Yes. His attack speed is a lot faster now. But I hope your day's been pretty good. Today's Thursday. I've had a very wonderful day so far. Haven't done anything all that crazy exciting or anything, but just a very generally good day, which is always a nice thing to do. Thinking things over right now. Finn, according to my math was correct. Ignoring buffs from external towers, he should be doing. Oh, I think he just stole lead balloon pop power there. He should be dealing 12 damage a hit. Jake, not Jack, will give +1. Mouselin, because she also has the demon instrument, whatever it's called, +1, which means, hold on a sec while I lock our good friend. Mouselin, listen to me. There you go. You're going to be locked in the place there. So he should be doing 14 damage right now. When Bloons are in range of PB, he should be dealing 17 damage. If it's a Moab, he'll be dealing 22 damage per hit. That's a very, very insanely high number. This actually revives us. That's pretty cool. But yeah, 22 damage per hit, that's a lot of damage. I believe with that amount, he should be 20-shotting a Moab, which, to be fair, might not sound all that impressive. Trust me, it most certainly is all that impressive. It may not make sense now, but 22 damage, 20 hits. Well, you can see his attack speed here. He attacks so fast you barely see the animation of his sword moving. So, attacking 22 times to pop a Moab, not going to be that big of an issue. Also, is it 22? I think it's 22. It's less than 20, actually. Not sure exactly what it is, but the point is he kills Moabs very quick. Oh, actually, he does even more bonus damage to ceramics. Never mind. He just kills Moabs insanely fast. We can probably leave it at that. And that's sort of why I think he can, not to mention, if he sucks their souls out, it's more double damage, which means 44 layers, and if it's Moabs, at least 45. He could be dealing up to 45 damage a hit. And that is what I would call a very, very powerful build. In case you're curious, just curiosity-wise, in BT6, the Vengeful Sun God, which is ignoring random debates, the best tower in the game for sheer popping power, it has, I think it might, I'm pretty sure it does less than this, but at most, it deals 50 damage. I don't think it does deal that much, but at most, it deals 50 damage. Finn is almost dealing that much damage with a slice of his sword. Finn, the currently less than, I know it's a sellback, so less than $5,000 tower. With a single slice of his sword. That's very, very ridiculous. Time to add Water Nymphs and make him attack, a lot faster. Then Lemon Hope and make him attack a lot faster. And then, with luck, he should be attacking about, 20 times faster than when we started this. That's a crazy thing. Once we add all these buffs, Princess Royal Promise being definitely carrying that, he probably will be attacking nearly, I'd say roughly 5 times as fast. Not for sure, but if we assume Royal Promise is at least double, which it totally is, honestly, I think it's triple, then that would be, that's double. Plus Water Nymphs, I believe I want to say it's a 25% buff each, I could be wrong. I'm fairly making this number up, I did not do research on Water Nymphs. But assuming it is, because I think that's reasonable, that would be, that would be 100% again, but it's 100% of double, so it would be 4 times, plus Lemon Hope's like 50-60%. So, all things considered, it's more than enough damage. So we can actually sell this guy now, buy a Lemon Hope, Finn, upgrade Lemon Hope, do it again, do it again, why not? And yeah, now he just attacks probably more than 3 times as fast as he did before that round. So, you know, pretty interesting. Let's give him more Pierce, because, you know, who doesn't want Pierce? Faster throwing, power optimization, sharp weapons in range get increased Pierce. Yes, I would like that very much. Please and thank you. Yeah. This is pretty... I love him because this is one of the best towers to buff. Because you have Royal Promise, plus he's a sharp weapon, so you can use Max. There's just so many different buffs you can use. And I really like that. Time to actually get his ability. It won't do much, but I don't care. I want it anyways. And there we go. That's him done. So, he's pretty overpowered. We don't really have any other buffs, but I mean, I'm just going to throw on the other Lemon Hopes, because why not? There's still the small possibility that actually affects him. I mean, actually, no, let's go for half ability cooldowns first. Another thing that won't make much of a difference, but it will make a difference. Look at this. One-shotting lead balloons. I mean, not that that's surprising, but BFB. He is attacking so quickly that he doesn't even have time to swing his sword, because he's kicking the BFB, stunning it so quickly. That was more stun than level 7 Ice King. Keep in mind that his kick, flying kick, you get at level 1. It's level 1? It might be level 3. Pretty sure it's level 1, though. Level 1, worst case scenario, level 3, you're getting a stun that normally is pretty good, but not insane. But in this scenario is stunning the balloons so much that a BFB barely moves. And Finn also doesn't have enough time to actually swing his sword at it. I think that's pretty crazy. If I do say so myself, I would say that's fairly insane. Oh, we don't even have stuff to upgrade their instrument weapons. What am I doing? Almost forgetting buffs. You know, I don't actually know if that increases the buffs. I think it does. It might just give them like +2 Pierce or something. It's really hard to tell. But it might have given him more damage. Maybe it gave him 0.2 more damage, like 10% buff. I have no idea. But regardless, it can't hurt. I mean, there's no reason not to. So what are you thinking now? Next round's going to be the ZMG. That'll be a fairly good test to see... Oh, right, those are other towers. I'm like, wait, why is it just popping one layer? This will be a pretty good test to see how well he's going to do against the bad balloon. My prediction is it dies before it makes it around the loop, especially because of the stunning from the kick. Oh, now its life is sucked out of it. Interesting thing, do the children lose their soul as well? I don't think so. So, yeah, he popped all of it before they made it to the third loop. That's a pretty good sign. That's not... I didn't use abilities anyways. I know I said this one, like his actual ability sucks, but the Warhorn's going to be pretty useful still. So I didn't use that yet. So that could technically make a difference. We still have more Lemon Hopes to use. So let's upgrade you. And then buff in twice more. Is that all Lemon Hopes? Nope, still got one more Lemon Hope. I believe we'll be able to get at least 4, maybe 5. No. Okay, we can do 4. So 4 Lemon Hopes. We don't have the money yet, no. Okay, shortly when we get the rest of the money, we'll finish buffing him. But yeah, his attack is pretty insane, and truth be told, I know you're like, oh, well, maybe it's the stun doing a lot. So maybe he'll do bad against the bad balloon, blah, blah, blah. You're partially right, and that's definitely a possibility, especially since the Soul Suck doesn't work on the bad balloon. But to that argument, I say, the kick just makes him attack less, which makes him do way less damage. I get it stalls and stuff, so it's not bad. But overall, I feel like it probably makes him do similar, at the very least. I doubt it does much worse, but potentially even a little bit worse in terms of damage. But I don't really know. 66. It'll be interesting to see DTs. Those shouldn't be an issue, but it's hard for me to know. See, like this kick, there's so much wasted time where he's not swinging his sword. And honestly, I consider it a waste. I feel like the bad balloon's going to be way more impressive than the ZMGs. Because the ZMGs, you see them, they look like they're dead already because of the Soul Suck, and then he's kicking them, and I mean, it's a pretty cool photo, if you think about it. He's just, like, jumping at all the balloons like crazy. He makes me think of, like, a person as a juggernaut. So just the Juggernaut ball bouncing between Bloons, except it's a Finn. Bounce, 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 bounce. I don't know. I have no idea why that popped into my head, but it did. 67 lots. So we technically died, but I think he saved our lives. That was weird, though. So we just lost to a massive, massive army of region ceramics, correct? Yes, correct indeed. Are we going to lose to it again? Very, very close. So we do have one issue with this guy, why Max is actually pretty important. His Pierce apparently isn't really meant to deal with 700,000 balloons. I've never actually seen Run 67 be an issue, but that was a lot of balloons. I will give him that. Beyond that, I don't really know what to say. That seemed weird. DTs, yeah, no problem. That seemed really, really weird that he struggled so hard. I guess more so just that there's a lot of balloons. He keeps his upgrade, right? He still has his attack speed boost. I don't want to sell the tower, because if I sell the tower and the upgrade still counts, I might lose. But at the same time, if he doesn't have the attack speed buff, then that really stinks. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We technically still have one more free life, plus worst case scenario, if this breaks something, I'll use a continue. If we sell her, will we lose 50 lives? No, because the upgrade does not count. Which means we basically now have to sell them all, and then rebuy everything. A little bit unfortunate, I know, but what are you gonna do? Which upgrade is it? That one, okay. Royal Promise. We need you and you. Royal Promise, confirm. Okay, I think we're good now. I think he has his buff again. All of our upgrades. We apply all of these guys. So yeah, apparently we have to do that whenever we lose, because it breaks the Royal Promise. But normally you just lose. Or you don't lose, but you have to sell the towers, because you can't buy an upgrade twice. Even though the upgrade's technically not in effect, the game still thinks the upgrade's in effect. So we're going to use Warhorn here, because those DTs are getting a little bit farther than they're immune to stunning. See, this is when I'm saying that Flying Kick could be a serious problem for us. The DTs are immune to stunning, it seems. And we're going to die to DTs. Continue. I'm trying that again. Royal Promise, but I have to do this again. Don't I? This is pretty irritating, to tell you the truth, to have to do this again. Like a third time, second time, whatever. Then because of stupid DETs too, it wasn't even for a good reason. We lost to DETs. That's just not a fair, it's not a good enough reason. I meant not to buy that. Well, if we die again, then I'm gonna have to do that, well, again. Hopefully we won't die again. Hopefully this is just gonna work. But if it dies again, I'm gonna be annoyed because I thought you could pop DDTs. You have lead pop power. You have camo pop power. What is stopping you from popping DDTs? Oh right, the fact that you're not even attacking them. Or you're barely attacking them because your jump kick isn't stunning them. See, this is my issue with the jump kick. He's not stunning the DTs, and he's not dealing enough damage, so they're getting by because he's not dealing damage to them. Because instead of dealing damage to them, he's jumping at them. I'm gonna have to restart this again. Just to prove it to you, I'm gonna waste more coins and more of my time and restart this a third time. If I do not buy the kick upgrade, he will do better against the DETs. That is a promise that I think I'm gonna keep. I don't know if I will, but I think I will. Have you get you... Do I need limbo limbs? Attack speed? Attack speed, okay. Royal Promise, confirm. Finn, speed. Don't buy Royal Kicks. Or not Royal Kicks, Flying Kicks. I bet you we can do this time, and if we lose, then I guess Finn's just way worse than I thought he was. Though, he shouldn't be doing this bad against DETs, so I blame the kick. Is it fair to blame the kick? I have no idea. We're about to find out. So far, it looks like he's dealing way more damage. To me, at least, it seems that way. Still not doing very good against DTs. Those fortified DTs next round are going to kill me no matter what, apparently. And we still die to the DT? No, I guess not. I guess we just lose. So that's really disappointing. That was 72, right? I think that was around 72. I mean, still, a huge, huge upgrade, don't get me wrong, from the original one fin only. If you haven't seen that, pretty sure we died on like round 49. This is a big step up, but it's still a little disappointing because I thought he could beat all 75 rounds. Anyways, please consider giving the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribing to join the Purple Elephant Squad. It makes my day. It's super nice. I really do appreciate it. We're at over 320 subscribers now, which is very incredible. Very incredible. So thanks all for that. Have an incredible day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.